Hey guys, let's take a look at what's going on with those triple Qs today with the market in general. We saw some economic news again this morning, so once again we whipsawed, right? So today we had economic news that was more in line with what the market might like, less in line with what the rest of the economy might like, but it's all got to do with the interest rates and what we're expecting to see in terms of housing valuations and mortgage prices and all that kind of stuff. So it was to be expected. I had a talk with Bibbs yesterday. Hey, Bibbs, hope you're listening. We talked all through this and, sort of went over the impact of economic numbers, what Powell's statements mean, what the implications are of higher interest rates, lower interest rates, a hike, no hike, all that stuff, whether or not it's priced into the market. This morning's number sent the market ripping higher, and I'd like to take a look at what the strategy's been so far. There have been no trades. There's one that just went off. But let's take a look at sort of the rationale for what's been going on over the course of the session today. So here you have it. This is the triple Q. You can see that, we had a morning that started off right around this central pivot here and then started moving higher. And as it moved higher, we had no real consolidations or moves back into the range that made any kind of sense. And it left us without any trades at all. So, when you don't get any kind of confluence over the course of the session, the best thing to do is just to sit on your hands. And we never really got down into two standard deviations of the closing price and a support and resistance line until here. So I'm long this one. I was hoping that what was going to happen here was that these bands were going to start going sideways and that we were going to get sort of a narrower trading range and then, get that sort of ping pong move back and forth in here. Right now, it doesn't look like this is going to be a great trade. We might end up down at the stop on this one just because of, it looks like it's deciding to come in a little bit, but you never know. It's been overhead resistance right at this guy right here. This volume by price threshold has been holding price down. So I don't have a real big commitment here. I was doing this on the Nasdaq futures on the NQU 23, and just to let you know, I didn't go all in on this. I did one contract. So one contract just to sort of stick my toe in the water and see if we could get price to come back up to this level right here. So I'm looking for a move that would get us back into that overhead resistance at second resistance, actually. So it's R2 and that confluence area, right? Everything is about the confluence. Do we see that we are coming into that anchored VWAP, this volume by price threshold, this R2 level, right? And of course, this over here is the average price. So that's the average price over the course of the session. Going to see if we can get back up in there. Right now, it's kind of moving in my direction. Let's see if it bumps into this and reverses lower again. If it does, then this might be one that we wind up sitting on for a while. It's not anywhere near our stop out level yet, but it's also putting in longer and longer tails. So if we can get up into that overhead line, that's exactly where I'm going to be taking it off. And that's a strategy for the rest of the day, right? I'm just looking for this stuff to start moving sideways. And, I want to see these guys here start trending up again. That's just a stochastic, and all that's doing really is telling you where you are right now in relation to where you've been over the last, 14 bars or so. So obviously right now it's going to be down in the range, and that's because the closing price is below where all of these closing prices have been. So that's it. That's a strategy. I mean, I'm just looking for lots of options to enter around confluence, right? And I'm doing this with the Nasdaq futures today and using the QQQs as my trigger event. All right, so that is going to be exactly what I'm doing the rest of the session. I hope you had a great trading session. It's been a slow week. I think most of the money is still on vacation. It's an opportunity to have a 7-day weekend, and most everybody I know anyways is if they're on Wall Street, they're probably not on Wall Street. They're probably up in the Hamptons letting some computer run the show. So with that said, Have a great weekend, and I'm going to see everybody bright and early Monday morning. Hopefully we'll get some insights into what's going on with the market a little bit earlier in the session than this, and we should be back on track for summertime trading. Still going to have less liquidity than we do the rest of the year, but I think we'll have more opportunity as the days go on. All right, have a great weekend.